Hello, thank you for joining me. So today we're taking a look at what is going on for the 23rd and the 24th of May. As always, please only take what resonates for you, okay? It is still a general reading, so don't try and force anything to fit with your situation. Right, so can we have one more card, please? There we go. Right, if you just give me a moment. Right, what's going on here? The Eagle, triumph over troubles and obstacles. Now that one came out squiffy. You have a reversed rainbow. The most difficult part of a situation is over, and the wishbone, that's also off center. A wish is granted. Now this indicates to me, collective, that you're needing to hold on. Okay, you got to hold on, basically. Don't quit, don't surrender, don't give up. Okay. It's showing me a really difficult situation here that has been playing out already. There is an end in sight, but you're needing to hold on. Okay, now this could be difficulties at work, this could be difficulties with other people in your own private life, right? I'm uncertain of the actual details here, but you're needing to hold on. It's basically not taking anything for granted, so don't take a loss for granted. Don't take the win for granted, okay? Nothing is set in stone with this energy. It feels like you're at this pivotal stage now where basically if you quit, you're likely going to end up regretting that. And if you hold on just a little bit longer, then you're likely to see the levels of success that you are wanting to see, okay? Your triumph and success is here, but it's not here yet in its completion, if that makes sense. That's why you've got the eagle that's come out off center. It's a reminder basically to stay humble. Be cautious of any sort of bragging, any temptations to brag at the moment, because like I said, everything's on a pin at the moment. If people don't know what it is that you're doing, they're not going to know what to attack. Okay, so don't give them any sort of ammunition, basically. It's not quite over yet. Like this rainbow in the reverse indicates that someone's not out of the woods yet. So don't make any assumptions right now. Stay humble. Okay. Let's get the tarot out on this and we'll see if we can take a deeper dive into what's actually going on. So what's this eagle message? And why is it off center, please? This triumph over troubles and obstacles. What's going on? Okay. Interesting. The Page of Pentacles. Oh, excuse me, not the page. It's the Prince of Pentacles, which is the equivalent to the Knight of Pentacles. Slow moving energy. Right? I told you. Be slow, be calm, be deliberate. Right? This is going to take time. Your triumph over your troubles and obstacles, it's going to take time. Very, very slow moving. But the thing is, that's actually a good thing when you think about it. Okay, it's a good thing that it's slow moving energy for lots of reasons. But the main one being, it's going to give you time to think, right? It's going to give you time to strategize. It's going to give you time to look before you make any and every move or step or whatever, okay? Knight of Pentacles is very slow, very deliberate, very precise. Think Taurus energy, okay? Whenever you see the Knight of Pentacles, think about how a Taurus would operate. They're very... what's the word I'm looking for? Thorough. There we go. They're very thorough, okay? And that is literally Knight of Pentacles. That's why they move so slow. So you're wanting for this, whatever this is about, you're wanting for it to be a slow process, right? Because it means that there's less room for mistakes or accidents or mishaps or anything, okay? What else? This Knight of Pentacles with the eagle. It's interesting as well because in that deck, and I'll just show you, he's got the shield right up to his face. Right up to his face, which is obviously protection. It's someone being really, really careful. Really, protecting your face. That's... It is like a survival instinct, that one, isn't it? Okay, the Six of Wands off center with the High Priest or the Hierophant also off center. Okay. The Six of Wands off center, that's unwanted attention, right? So someone's trying not to draw any unwanted or unnecessary attention towards themselves or whatever this is that they're doing, right? This is moving slowly, quietly, and deliberately. Do not draw any unnecessary attention, right? There are definitely prying eyes. There are certainly people who are trying to get involved in your life. Being nosy bastards, I feel that really strongly. Okay, watching your every move. Try not to encourage further unnecessary attention towards yourself or whatever this is that you're doing here with this eagle energy. And the High Priest or the Hierophant off center. This one's a little bit testy, okay? So it feels to me like there's an abuse of power. There's potentially going on. What deck do I want? This one. Can you tell us more about this abuse of power? Or you don't want to give anyone an excuse to abuse the power that they have against you, to try and stop you in any way, shape or form. Okay. It looks to me like someone is watching your every move, purely to pick up on the very second that you make a mistake. And if you do that, they're gonna come down on you like a ton of bricks. For whatever reason. What's this abuse of power with the Hierophant? It's like another individual has got it in their head that they are the authority, that they have the rights to do this to other people. Nine of Pentacles. Interesting. They probably feel threatened by you. Yeah, they do. They do. Look, Nine of Wands has come out squiffy. They feel threatened by you. Threatened by something that you're doing. And that's why they're wanting to stop you. They're waiting for you to fuck up. Because in their heads, they're going to call you out on it. Right? What's this rainbow reversed? This is a job's worth. Literally. What's this rainbow reversed? See, rainbows are normally all about hope. Right? So that's... Someone is trying to make you feel hopeless in a situation, says that you will Eight of Cups, says that you will quit, says that you'll walk away, says that you'll abandon your post, whatever. And you're being told, don't quit, don't walk away. That would not be the correct course of action. It really wouldn't. This is literally, I mean, we've had messages that's been coming out of these tarot reads about our collective being bullied for quite a while. We have been having that message that's come out. And it's still going on. It's still going on, which feels like whoever the bullies are, they're trying to up their game. They're trying to really pile on the pressure now. They're really persistent, definitely persistent, and they're escalating. They're escalating their tactics here to try and push you out. Yeah, 6 of Cups. I do apologise for the sound of the traffic. Obviously there's nothing I can do about it, right? I might have to take a break a minute while he's still out there. Okay, so with this particular 6 of Cups, you can see there's an adult here watching these 2 kids play. So this is you basically being told, you need to consider who else is watching, okay? You need to consider who is looking up to you, who is emulating you, who's following you, right? You've got to lead by example, basically, with this particular 6 of Cups. There are feelings of past energy and nostalgia, so it's probable, especially if someone's trying to hide their face, which is a metaphor for you protecting yourself. But I also feel that this individual who's bullying you is trying to hide their own identity, okay? And it's possible that it is somebody from your past, okay? It's possible. So again, you've got to use your own discernment. 6 of Cups clarified with the 9 of Cups, which is happiness, wish fulfillment. It's good times, making beautiful memories here with those that you love. Again, consider who else is affected by this bully. Consider what is at stake here, okay? Which is all the more reason for you not to quit, not to lose hope in the situation. What's this wish doing? Coming out off center, please. The 7 of Pentacles and the 8 of Swords. Yeah. So this is literally a tactic that's being put in place here, right? You've got the card of Harvest, which is absolutely beautiful. So again, reinforcing the message, you've got to keep sowing, metaphorically sowing your seeds. You've got to keep doing what it is that you're doing. You've got to hold on, because your harvest, it is going to come through. The tactic here that's being used is to make you feel like you don't belong, you shouldn't be there, you shouldn't be doing this work, or you shouldn't be doing what it is that you're trying to achieve, okay? It's someone's deliberate tactic to have you stuck in your head and to make you feel like you've got no other choice but to walk away, okay? And it's simply not true at all. The reality of it is they feel threatened by you. Can you tell us more about this 8 of Swords? Yeah, Temperance off center and the 9 of Swords in the upright. So how this is likely going to play out for you guys, whoever it is that's doing this to you, they are not patient at all, right? So unfortunately, the game that they have you playing, and I say unfortunately because you didn't ask for this, the game that they have dragged you into is the game of patience and the game of determination, right? And they have fucked up because they've dragged you into that game where they do not have the skills to play said game, right? They don't have the patience to pull it off. So what's going to happen, they're already getting agitated, because the longer you hold on, the more they get pissed off by that, right? The more that they get pissed off by that. And so they'll end up revealing themselves. They will. And from that point on, you're then going to be able to take action. You're then going to be able to hold them accountable for what they've been doing. Because once they've revealed themselves, it's game over, right? So, yeah, There's definitely a game of patience. I don't see them winning. Right. Yeah, look. 3 of Swords at the bottom of the deck. This is a very damaged individual who's projecting their hurt and their pain onto other people. See? Princess of Cups under there. The Page of Cups. It's possible you might receive an apology off this individual. I'm not really feeling it though. I feel that that's the energy that you're coming from that has triggered this person's wounding. Right? They've, like, that combination screams to me like whoever this Billy is, they target nice people. They target people who are loving, compassionate, caring. They target people that they assume are not going to be able to fight back. That's why it's a Page of Cups and not like a King or a Queen of Cups. Is a page. In their head, they've convinced themselves, oh yeah, that person's a valid target for me. I'm going to bully them. There's no way they're going to stand up for themselves because they're so nice, right? They're pathetic. They're genuinely pathetic. What's under there? Look, the 7 of Swords. And Death. They're trying to force a change or an end in here. They're trying to force it. The 7 of Swords, that's lies, trickery, deceit, is one of the danger cards. It's under there, Strength and the Hierophant. Look at all these major arcana. The Emperor, the 7 of Pentacles and the 8 of Pentacles. So this is probably going on within your workplace or within your career. They're trying to push you out. They're trying to bully you until you quit. That's literally what they're wanting. They're afraid that you're going to rise the ranks, or rise up the ranks even. Okay. They haven't once considered how stubborn you can be. So on this occasion, you being stubborn is going to be really, really helpful. Okay? Dig your heels in even further. You could be dealing with, or you could be, a Scorpio, a Leo, a Taurus, an Aries, a Pisces. Let's take a look. What else for our collective, please? What else? Survival. Joyful chapter. I can't get my words right. Resurrection and sacred traveler. There is an upcoming opportunity for you to move or travel. Enjoy this new adventure, journey, movement, and trip. Journey, movement, and trip. Right? So there's an opportunity that is coming up for you guys. Yeah, for something better, if you're wanting it. Okay? And only then should you make the moves that you're wanting to make and not before. The point is, don't get pushed out, right? If you're going to leave a job or a situation, it has to be because you found something better rather than because you've been pushed out, right? Time to reset your mindset to thrive and let go of old coping mechanisms that are keeping you at status quo. Fears, pressure, coping, and stress. Okay, so you're coming out of survival mode and moving into thriving. Because right next to it is the joyful chapter. Take pride in your accomplishments. Celebrate and enjoy your life. Fate is on your side. Happiness, fulfillment, and joy. So when all is said and done, you do end up getting exactly what you want in the end. Okay? With joyful chapter, especially with resurrection as well. Shake off the past and rise again. Reinvent yourself and you'll rise from the ashes even more powerful. Recovery, comeback and return. Yeah. What is it they say? Someone's trying to bury you, but they didn't realize that you were a seed. That's literally that. Given the context of your reading as well. Okay. You will rise even more powerful. I get the distinct impression that whoever this is, they haven't realized who it is that they're fucking with. They just haven't even given it a second thought. Like they've seen you and they haven't realized actually you've got a past, you've got a history, you've got a lot of lived experience behind you, right? They've literally seen you as just a page of cups, which is someone naive, maybe even a bit gullible, and you're none of those things at all. They've literally judged the cover. They've judged the cover instead of considering, oh, actually, this person's quite wise. They're quite knowledgeable. See, with experience comes knowledge. Thank you. Masashi said, you win in battles by knowing the enemy's timing and thus using a timing which the enemy does not expect, meaning with experience comes knowledge. Be diligent, learn your lessons in school, in work and in life. Question what you have learnt by considering the why and the how. With experience comes knowledge, and with knowledge comes the wisdom to know the what, and perhaps most importantly, the when. So you're going to know exactly when to make your move as long as you do your due diligence. Okay? And then Masashi said, immature strategy is the cause of grief. Exactly. So clearly this person is pushing you, right? And you might have it in your head, okay, so I'm going to have to jump before I get pushed, which on some occasions, yeah, that's a valid strategy because then at least you're making the decision for yourself. On this occasion, you're being told, hold on, because you've not really got a strategy in place yet, okay? Meaning, immerse yourself in whatever you do. For Masashi, strategy is not just a skill, it's a way of life. A craft like that of the master carpenter. To learn it takes time and effort. To achieve excellence in something, you must study it in detail, what others have already done, what works well and what doesn't, and then practice. Immersing yourself in whatever it is you do will bring rewards and avoid grief. So maybe change up your strategy here a bit, okay? But whatever happens, do not allow this other person to push you out entirely, right? What else for our collective? I'm only as blind as I choose to be. That indicates that someone's being really deceptive. So don't fall for the okie doke. I'm a fucking badass. Be kind, fucker. And your magic, own that shit. Yeah. Listen, you have every right to pursue whatever feels correct for you to pursue. And you've clearly got someone else who has an issue with that. Like, I don't know why they just won't leave you the fuck alone. I don't know why. This has been coming out of these readings for a couple of weeks now. They need to get a life. They genuinely need to get a life. Like, they're sad, they're bored, they see other people as a threat. is a very disturbed individual. And you really going to allow a disturbed individual to fuck up your future for yourself and for your family if you have one? No, don't give them that kind of power. Do not give them that kind of power. But yeah, that is what I have for you guys today. I genuinely hope that that reading has been helpful. For personal readings, my website is phoenixkeiatarot.com. The link for that is in my description box below, along with the link for our Patreon. There should be information for my other YouTube channels there as well. And of course, the link for the absolutely wonderful Otter Spirit, who have been sending out bracelets for myself and for our subscribers as well. There was a competition that we were running to win a bracelet from Otter Spirit. You want to go check out the community page for the list of winners on that, because a couple of them haven't been claimed yet. So if you are on the list of winners, you need to claim before they get redrawn. Okay, but yeah, all of that information, it's in my description box below. Thank you so very much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.